Alright, hey guys, Zachy D again. Just doing a kind of a different video now. Recently, over Christmas, I was at a friend's house who has a gaming PC, and he let me play some of his games and kind of liked it. Thought I'd build my own. So, I guess without further ado, I'll just do a quick rundown of my case and what I got going on. First off, the case itself, it's just a Vivo case from Amazon. It's like 30 bucks. I just have the side cover off right now for the video. The motherboard itself is an Asus M5A78L-M USB 3. Got that on Facebook Marketplace for like, what was it, $25 or something like that. It was pretty damn cheap. On the inside, have 12 gigs of RAM. Not the best, not the worst. Deepcool tower cooler. That was also from Amazon. It was like 12-15 bucks, something cheap like that. The CPU itself is AMD FX 6300 Black Edition with just a moderate overclock on it, like 4.1 to 4.5, I forget what I have it at, but it runs good, it doesn't overheat. The power supply is a Thermaltake TR2 600 watt. Got that at Best Buy. It was on sale. Works good so far. The case fans, they were already on the case when I got it from Amazon. The front one has like a blue LED. In the rear, it's just whatever. I'm not really concerned if they light up or not, as long as they keep my computer cool. The crown jewel is a MSI R9 390, 8 gig. I know it's a few years old, but this card is a tank. I got it for a really good price. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Like, I can run Grand Theft Auto 5, everything at, high ultra settings, and still get 90 to 130 frames per second without really getting too hot. I mean, this board itself gets a little warm, but when I have, what's it called? When I have like all my stuff open, like monitoring the temperature and stuff, it doesn't really get above 70. I don't want it to get any higher than that really either. But as far as that computer, the hard drives, you can't really see them because they're in the front. I have one, it's a 1 terabyte hard drive. It's what I have like my operating system and several apps and stuff on. Another one that I have just for games is a 500 gig hard drive, and then there's a 128 solid state drive I have installed. I want to move the operating system, the OS and all that, from the 1 terabyte to that, just for faster boot times and stuff. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But really, when I turn it on, it goes to where I can enter my PIN in less than 10 seconds. So I might not even change it, I don't know. As far as like keyboard and stuff, is just regular HP mouse and keyboard, because I don't really use those for gaming. I use a Xbox One controller. Works pretty good, because I mean, obviously I've been a console gamer my whole life, so I'm not really coordinated enough to use the whole mouse and keyboard deal like I know some people do. For when I do online gaming, just use this cheap Logitech headset that I've used since my PlayStation 3, honestly. I guess I'm not really ashamed to say that. I mean, the thing works good, besides the padding coming off. You could say I'm just a casual gamer, whatever. Monitors are just 2 old, used monitors that I had laying around. I make do with what I have. Someday I'll probably get some half-decent monitors, but today is not that day. Also have a flat screen, I think it's like a 45 or something inch. Like, I have that hooked up too, it's just not turned on for a phone and a game with a really big screen. But honestly, the resolution of it isn't that great because it's several years old, so I'm not really using that much. Just got my laptop there for if I'm traveling and stuff. Down below, of course, I got a bunch of like the box of goodies, extra parts and stuff. That's it for that computer. Don't mind the junk over there. And then here's the backup computer. This one's kind of interesting, actually, because it's an old eMachines Tower T3302 from 2000. And he originally had, Windows XP, an AMD Sempron CPU, 512 megabyte RAM. Back in the day. That's not what it has on it, obviously, now. This is another Asus board. I'm trying to see where's the actual model number of it. I forget the model number of it. It's somewhere on here, I just don't remember where. This has, let's see, AMD, let's see if I can remember, Phenom 2, X95 or whatever. It works pretty good. It's just got a stock cooler on it, so it's whatever. It's got a 128 gig SSD for OS. I have another hard drive I want to put on it for, games and additional stuff like that. And that's my kid playing in his room. The GPU in this one is an MSI, what is it? Radeon R7 250, 2 gig. This is what I originally had in that computer, and I mean, it does okay for what it is. Like, it would run Grand Theft Auto at low settings and get 50, 60 frames per second. If I tried to do mid quality, it would kind of go down a little bit, 25, 30. So it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. Good starter card. Stock power supply. This isn't the original power supply for this case. Got that off of eBay. It's 320 watt or something like that, which is more than enough for this board and GPU, because as you see, this GPU is low wattage enough. It doesn't need any additional connectors to it. And there's yet again another CD DVD drive, pretty much just for installing games if I want, but it's kind of old school because it's got a ribbon cable. Haven't seen one of those in a while. This one has, I think it's 8 gig. Yeah, 8 gig of RAM. I'm pretty sure it's two 4 gig sticks. I can't talk today. But that's about all that's going on in this case. There's no front fan, obviously, because it's an old ass eMachines Tower from 2000. The rear one, it's the original one to the case, and when I turn it on, it actually, it moves some air. It's loud, but it moves some air, so it keeps everything cool. But I don't know, just something about a sleeper build, when you turn this on and then it's running Windows 10 and modern software. I don't know. Let me know if you think that's cool or not. I do personally, but whatever. Other than that, so let me know what you think. I know the backup one isn't that great of a tower, but it was just spare parts I had laying around. This one's the main rig, and hopefully soon I should have another video if I can find a cheap enough tower, because I got yet another board, a full ATX size board to put into something. It's a gigabyte board. It's a couple years old, but it's a pretty decent board from what I'm told anyway. Well, yeah, stay tuned for that, and let me know what you think. Till then.